Hello folks, welcome to the Whole Bucket and day 20 of Defemmerember, your daily dose of ephemera inspiration in December. Today is day 20 because it is the 20th of December, and you can see that our prompts for today are grunge and snippet strip. So I have a bunch of stuff here and we're going to try to make a grungy snippet strip. Also, I don't know what I'm going to do with the paper part, and I don't know what is inside for our animal for today. So we'll check those things out in just a second. But first, snack time is only tea, no cookie today. But it is going to be day 20 in our English Tea Shop Advent calendar as well. So let's take that out. And oh, there, the tea goes back there, and let's see what we get today. Cinnamon, moringa, and ginger. I don't know what that middle one is. If anyone knows what that middle one is, let me know in the comments. I will be interested to find out what that is. I suppose I could Google it, but you know what? Right now I'm arting, so I would imagine that by the time I'm done arting, I will forget that I wanted to know what moringa was. Moringa. Okay, cinnamon, moringa, and ginger. It sounds like it's going to be a spicy, lovely treat. That's what I'm hoping for. So let's get that steeping. We'll have that at a break time of some sort. I hope it makes my art room smell wonderful. I know yesterday's certainly did. It was that berry one, and I had some left over. I ended up saving it for paper dyeing because, oh my goodness, it was a beautiful color besides. Okay, so here's what I have set aside for snippet strip day. I have a bunch of old lace and cheesecloth, and you can see I'm going for greens and cream colors, foresty kinds of things, because it kind of goes with this, and it goes with the pouring of water that my cat did all over my stuff. It's my fault, you know, for putting water that he can get at in the way. Ooh, look it. I like him. He's pretty. Okay, so we have a grungy kind of paper inside, which is awesome because it's grunge day. And we have a lovely cream color paper, which is why I chose all this stuff. So, and we have this lovely owl who goes on either side. Well, okay, so I have had much harder days to coordinate. This one looks like it should coordinate. We'll see in the end. I'm going to set the owl and the paper aside because we're going to start with the snippet strip. And I have a bit of a plan for today. I think I should back up just a little bit. Let's back up just a speck. I'm going to do the snippet strip in multi-layers, and I'm going to do it on double-sided tape. So this is a different kind of process for me. I've seen people do something similar to what I'm going to be doing today. Not exactly what I'm doing today, but the thing is, I haven't made a snippet strip yet that I am happy with and that I am liking to use, which, you know, is a waste of time and supplies if you make things that you're not actually going to use. But it's not a waste in the way that, I mean, in the sense that, you know, you're learning. So I am furthering my learning in snippet strips today, and I hope to come up with something I am much happier using. I think the problem early in my snippet strip adventures was that I'm sticking myself on the tape, there we go, is that I was really using other people's ideas and other people's aesthetic. And I have my own aesthetic. I like things vintagey, but I also like them to be foresty and somewhat ethereal. And I find it hard to actually make what I like, which is, I need to find the ways to get those feelings onto my work. So first thing I'm going to do after laying out my original strip of double-sided tape is I'm going to put a background of the cheesecloth down. And I need this to be fairly wide and fairly raggedy because I want it to be able to end up super flexible. Flexible. That's not the word I want, but I can't think of the word I want. But the point is, I want it to be used for a bunch of different things. I want to be able to make belly bands. I want to be able to make page tabs. I want to be able to use it for background pieces on, you know, cards or whatever, so that I could make a strip, snippet strip in colors or patterns or whatever that match any journal that I happen to be making. And then I can use that snippet strip for various pieces throughout that journal, because I really like continuity in my designs and in my journals. Let's see what we got. We got to finish. So this is an experiment in a lot of different ways, because you can see I'm trying this specific length, blah, blah, blah. So I will find out shortly if this length is enough or if I will have to make it longer. I kind of think I'll have to make it longer because a snippet strip, or I mean a belly band, can be 7 to 8 inches long, and that only leaves this, right? So I kind of feel like I already know that it's going to have to be longer than this in the end, but I don't know that for sure, because that's actually quite a bit. You could make 2 page tabs and 2 pieces to go on cards or pockets or whatever, I think. Anyway, this is the experiment. This is the big trial right here. We're going to learn. We're going to learn today, like we've been doing all the way through this Defemarimber, learning so much stuff. All right, I think I will put the lace on the same layer. And you can certainly do snippet strips at a bunch of different angles, right? I'm kind of putting this, like I put this on, this piece of lace on really straight. That is not necessary. Wiggle your stuff around. Like that. Wiggle your stuff around. Let's see. Oh gosh, I gotta fix the squeaky chair, don't I? I mention it in every video. Squeaky chair. Let's have, I already don't like that. I want to put this, no, I'll put a fatter one here. There we go. This is what I want. And we'll put it at an angle again because I'm challenging myself to not be so literal. There we go. And then let's have a little bit of lace overlap. Why not? And this one can go that way. Okay, I see some straight cut edges that I'm not gonna like in the end. I might figure out ways to fray those a bit. Now I'm gonna take a strip of glue. A strip of glue, whatever. I'm gonna take some glue and do a line down the center of this, because some of that glue on the some of the glue on the double-sided tape is going to come through and hold things, but the next layer of fabric I'm putting on is pretty heavy. Again, too many clean lines. So let's mess this up a little bit more. And then I'm going to save these strings for another layer. There we go. Mess this up a little bit better. Mess this one up at all. It's looking too tidy, if you ask me. Entirely too tidy. There we go. Lots of strings on this one. I like it. I like it. Good job. Let's put that right there. Let's mess this one up. There we go. Good job. All right, can't get this one out. There we go. Got it. Got it. Got it. Lots of strings on this one. Let's put it, let's see. No, that's definitely the back. Okay, let's put it right here. And one more. One more. Okay. Lots of strings on this one too. Oops, this end is not done at all. It just was cut weird. So that's good. I like that. Okay, there we go. Not too shabby there, and we're gonna stick this one that way. So we have alternating directions. That is exactly what I would want. And I don't think we have any angles too matchy-matchy. And what are we gonna do now? I actually think I put too much stuff on here already because I wanted to do thinner and thinner layers with the double-sided tape, and I didn't do that. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the next size that I have of double-sided tape, and we're going to run it down the center of this snippet strip. Here. Oh. I could have just cut this off at the beginning, couldn't I? So let's get rid of this. We're done with that one. And move the weights out of the way. And run this apparently semi down the middle. We're going to take the backing off, right? So now we have a new sticky layer. And because of the glue under there, and because this is obviously really good double-sided tape, that's going to stick just fine. So let's hold this down again, keep it in place. There we go. And think of what's next. Well, one thing that's next is I have this super sheer fabric, but I need to cut these bits smaller. So, and I don't think I can fray this one. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna bundle it up and make sure they come out all raggedy. Let's see if we can fray it. Oh, we can. We can fray it. Oh goodness, not easily though. Not easily. This is a super tight weave fray or tight weave sheer fabric. But I can mess it up a little bit. It is a grunge day, so we want things to look not so tidy. Ugh. Oh my gosh, that is just Yeah, that's just, I'm not going to fuss with that. Let's not fuss with that. So a next layer of fabric bits. Yikes. And I got one more, might as well use it. Can I tear it? No, I can't tear it. I can cut it though. Let's make sure we cut it at a weird angle again. And put a piece here-ish. And this other little one. I kind of want it here-ish because I want it to stick out farther. There we go. Alright, that's that layer. Then I have an even skinnier tape, and we're going to do it again. Rawr. I have that somewhere. I have that that trim with the leaves on it that it seems like all of us crafters own. And I wanted to put that in here, but wouldn't you know, it's another thing that I cannot locate. So I think that the leaves would look kind of cool in here. If they're a different enough green, and I think they are. I think they're really dark. But of course, if I can't find it, I'll just never know. There we go. And the next layer is ready. And we'll anchor this down with my weights. Come on, let go of me. There we go. I see something next to me that might work. What about adding this little bright green? We are going to grunge things up, so it might be okay to add something this bright. Also, I did not pull it out. Excuse my arms going right through the center, but let's pull out this scrap bin and see if there's anything in here that should go. Like, there's just more cheesecloth, but it is a different color. And not, oh, here's a dark green snippet bit of ribbon. That should maybe go. Okay, now I'm seeing some stuff. Look, I'm seeing this, a couple of bits of dark green ribbons. Anything else? I could probably put little bits of brown fabric on. I don't want this fabric or this green ribbon because it's got too much blue in it. Every time I use it, it just, and I think it's going to be teal. It's just too blue. It's just too blue. All right, let's see if we can use these brown bits. These go with the idea here. All right, we got some more little bits to use. This ribbon, I think because there's only this little piece and this little piece, I think I'll save those for the top layer and just cut them smaller so it can spread out farther. This next layer, what if we do thin bits of this bright ribbon and bright cheesecloth? And do it kind of wavy, like maybe like that. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Okay, now we need another bit. Now we need another bit to wave around. Let's cut a couple. I think we're going to need more than one. So here's something I like about cheesecloth. Is I've cut this fairly straight, but you know I don't like straight lines because I keep saying that. But it stretches and you can stretch it out and make it all wonky as you want it. No, that was the piece I cut off. There we go. Let's make this one pretty long. Let's see if we can just finish up with this piece. There we go. All right. Wonkiness achieved. Wonkiness achieved. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. And let's add some bits of brown here because we need some contrast. Let's have, wait a minute. I forgot to messy it up. Let's see if we can messy this bit up. We can, fairly easy. I thought we could. This is not a tight woven fabric. This is light woven and see-through, for crying out loud. Okay. Also, I think I'm going to mess these up, and then I think I'm going to add a strip of glue, a line of glue, because this one is a really thin bit and it's not going to hold as well as that big fat one underneath. And we don't want our stuff falling apart. It's no good if it's just going to fall apart. All right. There we go. There we go. I got a nice pile of strings going. And I got nice messed up fabrics going. Oh, I do have another one. Yay. I thought I only had 4. Looks like I have 5, and I like odd numbers much better than even numbers. The rule of 3 is handy, but if you can't do 3, almost always do odd numbers. 1 of something as a centerpiece is fabulous. 3 of something, making that awkward triangle shape, always brings unity to a project. If you have to do more, or you want to do more, you want something bigger, 5, 7, 9, 11. Okay, 11, I might be getting carried away. I don't know. Maybe not. In any case, what do we have here? There we go. All right, now I really want to add some of this ribbon, but it's too wide. It's too wide, and I don't think I just want to add a straight line. That's boring. That does not add interest or texture or anything if you just do a straight line. But it accents that cheesecloth nicely. It echoes some of the undercolors. Okay, now we dirtied up that, and I think we'll just cut it in chunks. And I'll just put chunks. I don't know how that's going to go, but we're going to cut it in chunks like the other stuff. I don't even know if it'll show up in the end. But I mean, that's kind of like any collage work, and a snippet strip is just kind of collage work, isn't it? Putting pieces together. And you never really know what they're going to end up like, to be honest. think one more. One more in there somehow. Let's just do it almost sideways. Get down there. Okay. Now the glue, because the brown bits are a tad heavier. Not much, boy, that's for sure. Not much. But, like I said, we want this to end up sticking in the end, right? Uh-oh. Hey. None of that now. Uh-oh. 5 is not enough. I need 2 more. I wonder if there's any more in here. There's 1. And is this one? Is this one? I think it is. 2. Ha! Oh, there's more. There's plenty more. Silly girl. I was worried. I didn't need to worry. These are corners that I cut off when I was covering journals. So that the corners don't get too bulky, right? And then I just throw them in this jar that I have for occasions just like this. What you gonna do? And so today there are 5 days left of Defemember. And then I'm going to take a short break because I am rebuilding my studio. I mentioned that before. But after that, I have discovered another project called Get Your Craft On or something. I can't remember now, but I will be posting it properly at some point. And I'm going to join in. I'm going to totally join in that event. And I don't know if I'll be like an official person joining in or just like this, what I'm doing, Defemember, because it's a different group and I don't belong to the group. And so I don't know how that's going to work exactly. But even if I'm just a follow along, just like Defemember, I'm still doing it, right? Because the idea of it is that you introduce a craft or start a craft every day in January. So 31 different things, or just 31 things. And I have so many ideas, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ha! Numbers. Odd numbers. I have so many things that I want to do, and I always forget about, right? And inspirations that I get from so many other artists, and oh, I want to try that, I want to do that, I want to, let me try it. But I never get to it. So I thought if I join in this project, I think that I will do a lot more of those things that always get forgotten, because I'll have a list and I'll be checking in each month and all that jazz. So I'm going to rearrange my studio, and then what? Then I'm going to set up all the crafts for this project. Okay, so now time for the thinnest row of my double-sided tape. I used to use double-sided tape for journal covers, and then I learned that eventually the tape starts to show through what you've made, and I don't like it. So I've had it show through on some of my own projects, and so I've seen the proof of it, but I originally learned it from Natasha at Treasure Books, who showed some of her older journals when she used double-sided tape and how it comes through. So I first heard it from her, and then I experienced it myself. Some of my older things that I still have sitting around my house started showing the tape lines through, and I just don't like it. It's just not good. Okay, I was going to use these scraps in this pile, but this pile looks like plenty. So here's what I'm going to do with this last layer, is I'm going to use these bits kind of like confetti all down the center of this. Okay, that's not confetti, that's full coverage. We want lightness. Maybe I need to cut these smaller. I will cut them more like confetti. Let's cut the whole pile up. I am making thread confetti. You know, my mother used to work at an embroidery shop, and they had a bucket in their table where all of their little extra pieces of thread would go in this big bucket, and it was so pretty that I got this great big glass vase. And eventually it would get dusty and shrink down and it wouldn't look nice anymore, but then I'd go get a new pile. But I would take a pile of their their extra threads, and I would fill my vase with it. It was gorgeous. Okay, so there we go. Let's see if this works better for confetti. It's just all gonna stick together. It's just a big fluff mess now. Okay, so I'll just put bits of fluff. Bits of fluff. Remember, this is grunge day, so I'm thinking that this makes it look, this helps make it look messy, right? Messy, not so clean and tidy. Oh, I forgot to hold it down with my magnets. It's wiggling around and sticking to me. Okay, there we go. All right. So, the next step is going to be grunging it up further. So I have a few different ways that I'm thinking I'm going to do that. I'm not sure which ones are going to work and which ones aren't. Hopefully I end up with something I'm happy with in the end, because that is the goal, to end up with a product that's usable, or at least an idea that's repeatable. I kind of want to start with what is probably the most me idea, I guess, because I have always liked playing in mud puddles and what have you, and I'm thinking, so I did, okay, first of all, I did get these inks out, and I thought these would work good with making it look dirtied up. And they're drying out, and I never use them, so they would be good for this. But I also brought instant coffee, and I'm thinking, I guess I'm not thinking, I guess I'm actually doing. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sprinkle the instant coffee over the whole thing, and then I'm going to spray it with my spray bottle and just see what stains and what doesn't, and hopefully it spreads out kind of cool, and we're going to try this. Okay, this is an experiment. Watch the experiment. And I can't believe I'm not doing it in some kind of tray. I'm just doing it right here on my desk, but boy, that's me, isn't it? That's me in a nutshell. Just do it. Who cares? Okay, ready? Spray it. Whoops. And it goes all over the place. Okay, a little higher up so it doesn't... There we go. Oh, I see some of the coffee melting already. Mostly on my mat. But if it's melting on my mat, it's going to melt in there too, isn't it? That's like way enough water, lady. I've just created the great flood on my desk. Oh my gosh! And my camera's having a temper tantrum. I'm so sorry, I didn't realize it was doing that. I hope it hasn't been doing it the whole video. Okay. Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna pause and fix this. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. I'm going to try to edit that out. I promise nothing. Because I have not learned how to edit anything. But I'm going to try. Give it a shot. See what happens. So while I was paused, I got my heat gun out and dried this up a little bit. And I am super happy with the grunging up of all these bits. And I may have overdone it a bit. Because now I can't see all those colors as much as I wanted to. But look, I know I have this, I have coffee everywhere. Now I have these paper towels that I will dry and use for collage fodder. Yay! But they're looking kind of cool. So I'm noticing when I look in the camera view that you can see the double-sided tape right through. Right through the stuff. So that's a thing, and I don't want that, obviously. So I'm going to have to fix that. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. But for right now, good grief, man, what a mess. I am, if there was a job of being a mess maker, I would be a number one mess maker. I would be top tier. I would be paid billions because I am a skilled mess maker. So now I'm going to make a background for this belly band part because I want to be able to put things under the belly band without getting stuck to all this stuff. Do I want this light color? So first of all, I'm going to put a color behind it, but the owls also, oh my gosh, I'm going to love this one. I just can tell I'm going to love this one. Maybe I'm finally going to be really happy with a Defember project. Actually, I've been pretty happy with most of them for different reasons, but I think this one might be, I think I might be extra happy with this one. We'll see. We'll see. I am picky persnickety. So I like the darker in the back. Definitely. I want it 2-layered. Yep, I want it 2-layered. Ow! Ow. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to do my paper trimmer. And cut a slice let's see how wide it has to be, and then I'm going to make it double that width. So it has to be this wide, and I'm going to double that. So I'm going to cut it way over here. Wow, okay. Okay, so I'm actually just going to be trimming off a section, just like that. And I will show you why and what I'm doing. So I said I want it double, but I don't want a folded edge and a joined edge on each side of the belly band section of this project. I want to do a gatefold into the center. So where exactly is the center of this? I'm just going to make the center mark up there and make the center mark down here. And then I'm going to take the edges and fold to that center mark. And if I measured correctly, which, I mean, I didn't exactly measure, I guesstimated. Oh, there we go. Okay. And then this way folds in. There we go. I did not do that perfect. I want to fix it. I want to fix it. This needs to come over. I don't know why, because this part wouldn't show anyway, but I want to anyway. Okay, so the idea is that this now goes like this. And this is perfectly smooth. So anything that you tuck back there is not going to get caught on any bits. And I am really liking the way that it looks. I think I'm going to pull my camera out a little bit so you can see more. There we go. Yeah, I'm really liking how that looks. Now the next thing to do is pull the book out. Let's pull the book over here. Find a place that we're going to put this. This book is getting so ridiculously fat that I'm not entirely sure. I should have made a journal like they did that was specifically for an idea journal. Because now this one has all kinds of stuff. I could just put it here. I don't want to do that though. No, not there. No, we already have stuff to fix and finish there. Whoops, 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 whoops. Not there. What is this? This has got a lot of stuff on the back of it already. Oh, okay, that actually is stuck there. What about, no, not here either. Gosh darn, I'm picky. Hang on, we'll find the right page. I'm sure of it. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. These are kind of orphans right here. Let's do this. We don't want any orphan pages. So first we're going to measure. Oh, this belly band is so fat on the page. I'm kind of loving that. I've never really done it. And I want it kind of, I think I want it as tall as the page. Do we do it here or here? I think we do it here. And we do it a little forward so we have that leaf thing on the side. And let's mark where we want that to end. So right here. And I'm going to trim this off camera instead of bringing the trimmer back because it's just one quick little cut, right? Okay, we're going to keep this. We might need it for other things. And we're going to recheck this. And yes, that is how I want it. And we're going to have to edge this. I was going to use these colors, so let's give them a try. Let's see if this edges good enough. Oh my gosh, yes it does. It goes so well. And it's not totally dark, but it still adds a bit. I like it. Good stuff. Good stuff. So this is really all there is to the belly band, is this piece of paper, right? This is the start, the base of the belly band. Let's glue this right down. How long is this video? Gosh, I make long videos. I guess that's just the way it's going to be. I just make long videos, guys. If you like watching the good videos and the process and the thoughts that go into it and the gabbing, then yay. And if you don't, put me on double speed, or skip around and see what parts you're interested in, right? Or just skip straight to the end and see where I started and where I ended up with, what I ended up with. All things are okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna put a little, I had it just a second ago. What did I, oh, there it is. I'm gonna put a little glue stick under here just to give this some support. But really the belly band, or the decor for the belly band, is gonna really be what gives this proper adhesion, support, something. Okay, so this belly band is still super soggy. I mean, this snippet strip is still super soggy, so that's okay. But I need to keep it in mind because it's going to be a little fragile while it's still wet, right? It's not going to hold on to everything like I want it to. Let's measure what we need. Oh my gosh, this book is going to be so fat. Oh. All right, and where do we cut this one off? I think we cut it right here. And because this is not, I can't really finish the ends, I'm going to curve the corners a little bit. And then maybe I'll try to finish them. Maybe I'll be like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. So I do edging on paper like I did on here. How do you finish a big fluffy clothy end of a snippet strip? Maybe you don't. Maybe you just don't. Okay. So now I'm gonna take the backing off that original piece of double-sided tape. If I can, like I said, this is still soggy. I don't know if it's gonna let me pull the I don't know if it's gonna let me pull the backing off very easily. Yeah, there. Did I get it? No, I didn't. I thought I did. For a second there, it looked promising. Oh, it doesn't help that I can't focus. Come on, what are you doing? My eyes will not focus today. Okay, that's not working. I'm gonna pause for a second again because I'm gonna go win this battle. All right, folks, unpaused. Look at that. I win. I'm so glad I paused the video, though, because that took me a long time. I had to get a needle and a magnifying glass and figured it all out. This way or this way. Color-wise, it goes the other way. Yeah. So I'm just going to put this down that center folded line as best I can. There we go. There we go. Smoosh, smoosh, smoosh. Now, what do we have? Can we still see? Can we still see the smallest? I can't see the smallest double-sided tape anymore. I would imagine, oh yeah, little bits I can. Here, little bits here, little bit there. Okay, tiny bits I can see. Now, Mr. Owl needs to go on here. And I think that he's going to need some backing as well. Do we back him? All right, first let's cut him out. We're going to fussy cut this guy. Like actual fussy cut. If you watched any of my other videos, you know that I not so fussy cut just about everything with my decal edge scissors. But that's mostly for health reasons, believe it or not. Some of you other people have that issue. You might understand what I'm saying, but my hands don't always work the way they're supposed to. And fussy cutting can be a difficult, painful thing. But it looks like this owl should be fairly quick and easy, right? So we're just gonna zoom around this guy. The only part I'm worried about is I'm gonna mess up his little feet, because he's got some little claws on his feet sticking out. But I don't. Oh, look, that one went well. This one's not as great. And that one's not as great. And that one is fine. All right, not too bad. Okay, now we just got some nice easy lines to do. Good job. Encouraging myself for my cutting skills. Why not? Always encourage yourself. Okay, here we go. One cutout owl. I think that I will outline him in the same color as the belly band, just for some continuity and because I don't like white cut edges. I'm just following that cut line and leaning in a tiny bit, just a tiny bit, a smidge. There we go. Now here's the question: do we put him on some kind of background repeat in the center of this? Do we just put him directly on? Oh, I kind of like him just directly on, but he's harder to see that way. Oh, not on the screen though. In real life, he's a little bit difficult to see like that. And he's a little bit wimpy because I only printed that on paper. So, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Does he maybe need a tiny bit of background? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to not so fussy cut around this guy and see if he needs a bit that would just outline him. And this I could turn, oh no, I can't turn it to the dark side. It would be facing the wrong way, silly girl. Okay, so I just cut it out the light colored way. And I would also do this because, again, continuity. Repeat of colors, repeat of shapes, repeat of patterns. All that stuff is good for me. I love all that stuff. Now, here's the thing. Do we need him on a bit of a background? Apparently my cat has come to let us know what she thinks. Or do we need him with no background? Gosh, I just like the drama of that. Okay, what if I just did a one-sided background, like a shadow, but that's not shadowy. What if I did, hold on. I apparently need to pay attention to my cat. Be right back. Okay, I believe that she is settled off to the side. I guess we'll see about that. What if I used it in for a shadow like this? I kind of like that compromise, but then it's a little too fat, isn't it? Let's try to thin it out a little bit. I'm just going to follow the same line and just make it smaller and see if I like that. But I need to outline this. Nope, I'm going to use a different color. Oh my, getting daring. I'm going to use this orangey kind of brown color. Oh, this one's really drying out. That's unfortunate. I liked this one. I suppose that's why it's drying out, right? Because I used it all up, which is good. Except I'll be sad when it's gone. All right. Let's see if we need this as an owl shadow. Get rid of the trim piece. We don't need that. And we're just doing the owl only backwards. And just a tiny bit like that. What do we think? I think it is completely unnecessary. But I think I'm going to do it anyway because it's going to add some weight to this guy. Oh, maybe not. Gosh darn me. I am so indecisive today, and you have to sit and listen to this indecisiveness. It's really striking to have him just sitting there, isn't it? Like he needs a branch or something to sit on. But I think I'm just going to stick him right down to the stuff. And I will find something to use as a base for him. Like maybe a twist of brown ribbon. Should I use maybe a twist of dark brown ribbon to give him something that looks like a branch? So I have this dark brown ribbon right next to me, and what if I twisted it all up? Like I'll put glue all over it and I'll twist it all up and I'll put it across the belly band like so. And then I'll put him on it. Oh, yep. That's what we're doing. All right, indecisiveness over. So all I'm going to do is put a stripe of glue down the center. Let's move the glue to this side. Then I don't have to keep reaching across the camera. And then I'm going to twist this up a bit. Just glue it over on itself. Make it look raggedy and branchy and what have you. And then we'll glue it right there. To do a bit of branch-like substance. A branch-like substance right across there. That'll do. That will do. All right, and let's take the lightest ink color that I pulled out and slide it across the branch for some branch highlighting. There we go. And I think when that soaks in and dries, that's going to look pretty spiffy. And this guy needs some weight to him. So I am going to pull out, oh, I don't really like this color much, but it is just backing. So I'm going to pull out this brown cardstock so that the edges at least are not going to be obtrusive. Is that the word I want? I'm going to glue this guy down just with there we go. And then I'm going to re-fussy cut because I just need him to have weight. I didn't like any of the results of having a shadow for him. He just didn't need it, and it was so striking to have him sitting right on the nesty stuff. Right? It feels like an owl world. So let's just cut this quickly. Oh, I cut one of his little claws off. He'll forgive me. I don't think it'll matter. I think they'll not show up that great in all this fluff anyway. Okay. Looking good, Mr. Owl. Looking good. Okay, there we go. Mr. Owl sitting on his branch in his tree-ish thing. His tree-ish thing. All right, this is so wet. Everything about it is just soggy. The dry time is going to be crazy. It'll be all right, though. And I just discovered that that cardstock is white core, and I don't like it. I'm not going to look because it'll drive me nuts. All right. There we go. Belly Band Grunge Snippet Strip Owl. And a ridiculous amount of required dry time. I'm going to hold this in place for just a second. And then, you know what I can do? I can, here, ow, ow, ow. This is always hard to pull out. I can take my weight and put it right there. We'll just let that whole thing dry just like that. That is heavy. But let's just set it aside right up here and set the whole book up there. And then look what we have. We have this left over. Now, it has, this is the section, right, that has a lot of that last strip of tape showing, and I don't want that. So what I would do is just keep getting smaller. Now I don't really know what I'm going to do, but when it comes to using this section of snippet strip, I will put a strip of glue on whatever section I'm using and do smaller decorations. Like maybe smaller animals will go on here, or maybe I'll stamp and cut out a tree and that will go on here. All of that foresty, flowery kind of stuff is my preferred aesthetic. So I'm not worried that that tape is showing right now because this is not done. This is a piece that can be modified. I'm so full of coffee. I'm full of coffee stains. I think I'm getting energized just from the smell of this room. Let's try today's tea. What was it called again? Cinnamon, moringa, and ginger. Or moringa. I don't know how to say that. Someone in the audience is going to tell me. All right, let's try this. Spicy deliciousness is what I'm hoping for. I'll let you know. Spicy, not particularly deliciousness. It's, oh, okay. The aftertaste is really pleasant. I don't know. Oh, I'm conflicted with this one. I'm going to just keep trying it. I'll just keep trying it all day. All right, so what can I do with this bit? I'm not going to do anything with it now. It's going to set aside and it's going to dry, and we're going to call this a done day. Because this video is already over an hour. Yikes, man. But it can be turned into pulls for tags. It could be turned into tabs for sections of the book. It could just be a whole edge of a book, or it could be another belly band. It's actually big enough. How about a pocket topper? Could totally go on a pocket. Yeah, so tons of stuff to do with this extra piece. And what this does, again, is it lets me repeat this aesthetic in various places throughout the journal that I would create. So we'll see what happens with this. At the end of Defemberember, I think I'll show the book and all the things that we made. Actually, some of them aren't going in the book, are they? I'll show most of what we made. Oh, here is the bookmark we made. What if I had a tag about this size and I tucked it in a pocket that was lined with this? Doesn't actually match very well, but you know, whatever. All right, that's enough rattling, right? Thank you for watching. I hope that this inspired you, or at least sparked some ideas for you to do your own crafting, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you.